the point of these videos, I think just anything, whether I'm happy or sad, is just so I can see how things are temporary or how things can easily change. And like a few months ago, I feel like my life was kind of really moving forward, and sorry, fucking Sam, but I feel like my life was really moving forward. Not really, I think I was just kind of distracting myself with just things like my boyfriend and stuff, and I think I've always had like problems with myself, and now that right now I'm kind of just alone with my own thoughts and stuff. And honestly, although like what I'm feeling right now is kind of how not explain it, like kind of lonely, I guess. I think it also is good for me in a way, or I'm kind of glad I'm experiencing this. Not happy, like fuck, like okay, kind of I feel kind of like this, but I'm glad I'm kind of feeling it, because like, but on a way, I just know I have to experience this feeling or something. Maybe this feeling is like loneliness or some shit. I don't fucking know. But lately, I feel like just with I've been feeling like really by myself, and it does take you, like when you're actually alone, I don't know. I guess I was kind of just distracting myself with everything, but I feel like I'm just here and everyone's just like moving forward, and I obviously know it's not like that. I think it's just that's what's happening in my life right now, and I just have to accept it. I think accepting where you are is like the biggest thing, but I don't know, right now, what I'm feeling right now, I feel like in a way a lot of people are not leaving me, because I know people will always be there for me. I know these good people in my life are always gonna be there for me, but kind of just made me think how people are always gonna move forward, even without you or not, even though if you're a big part of your life, they're always gonna move forward. And that's nothing to be sad about, because everyone has their own their way of life. Like everyone has their own path, I guess. I don't know why I'm crying. Like fuck. Oh, I also was thinking about this today. I feel like I haven't cried in a while or something. Like I can't. Like it's hard for me to cry and things. Like it's hard for me to cry. I don't know why. Like I'm tearing up right now, but I guess talking about my feelings is not fun. But I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say life is passing. No, not like that. I think it's just right now it's kind of slow, but I also kind of do like it, because not like it, but I feel like it's important for me to experience this, because it just kind of shows me that life is not always gonna be like it can be, I guess, but also you also have to experience the lows to experience the highs, I guess. I'm not in a low or whatever. I'm not really in a low. I think it's just like the state of mind right now that I know I can always get myself out, because I know everything is temporary. I know no matter what, I'll always move forward, even though with my thoughts, no matter what, I'm still gonna move forward. But I feel like lately I've just been feeling like everyone is just, doing their own thing, and I've thinking about it now that I'm talking about it, just makes me feel like how self-centered I could be, like, or it just kind of shows how big the world is, I guess. Because if you always think about yourself or kind of center yourself in people's world, it's not really, it's not true. Like, people have their own lives and stuff, and I think that's just like hit me that like people are gonna do things without you. I'm being so fucking dramatic right now, but I think it's just not even like one specific thing. I think it's just like overall, I feel like people's lives are moving forward, or like you think you kind of put value, you like your value in people's lives, and you kind of, that's how you kind of, I guess I'm trying to say that if you put like kind of mount your value in people's lives, I don't think that's good to do that. Like, to think you're like, to think in a way that not necessarily like important, because like you can be important in someone's lives, but I don't know, like, I guess because I feel like everyone, okay, this is short, but I feel like people are kind of just leaving me behind. I know it's not true, but it's just how I feel, and how things can easily change, how feelings can easily change, and honestly saying that makes me feel way better right now. As I put it on my fan, but what? Behind the gray car. Yes. Okay, I lost my train of thought, but this video was a whole fucking roller coaster, because now I feel way better. But yeah, I feel like people are doing things in their life, and I'm kind of just, I guess I feel stuck, but I know I'll keep moving forward. It's just like, this is just a part of my life right now, and I just have to accept it. And I also kind of have to, I guess I haven't been alone with my thoughts in a while, because I feel like I've always like tried to like stimulate myself or keep myself like from like, I don't know, not being alone, or like keep doing things. But now that I'm alone, it's just like, it's not necessarily like, I do feel lonely, I guess, but like also I'm not. I think it's just like the fact that I haven't been alone in a while, and I think it is good for me to be like this, because it also just shows how important like you are, and how like you make your own happiness and stuff. But also, what I was reading today, I kind of saw like a TikTok podcast thing that like also that kind of changed my way of thinking, is that to kind of give yourself rest is to stop thinking about yourself. We think about ourselves 24/7, how we look like, how people perceive us, just like, because I think like the biggest thing is like just social media, and just how like you perceive yourself and how people look at you. Obviously, like as humans, we want to be loved, and like we just want that connection. We want to feel seen. We want our emotions to feel validated, and that's like, that's valid. Like, that's valid. We want to do those things, but also like we don't give ourselves time to like not think about ourselves. Personally, for me, because I feel like it's just like the way it is nowadays. Like, we kind of just like focus on ourselves and how people see us, and kind of think about this moment, and think about what we were doing, how we looked, and shit like that, and just like how people see you and how people feel about you. And I honestly think that's normal because obviously we want people to like us, I guess. We want people to like us, we want to see how people are comfortable around us. But I think it's important to like not think about yourself, because if you do that constantly already, and I think they were saying is that if you put your attention on something else, like something kind of mentally, it can be mentally hard or something like that, or kind of something you have to do, it kind of gives yourself a break in a way. Not necessarily like going on your phone, like doing self-care. Like we already think about ourselves 24/7, you know? And I think it just like, it's a different perspective for me on how if you do something like a task or something, it's kind of giving yourself a break from thinking about yourself, because we already do it constantly. Why do we have to do it again? And I think that kind of changed my perspective on doing things, because that's true. Like we don't give time and day to put our like full mental capacity or just like effort in anything, because I guess like we think of ourselves. But if we do that, it's kind of just giving yourself time, vacation from yourself, because you're thinking about other things, you're thinking about what's in front of you. And also what they said was like, if you think about yourself a lot or think about how people perceive you, you're not gonna really see what's in front of you, because you're gonna be worrying about yourself. And that's what I fucking do. I fucking relate to that. I think it also like just made me in a way of a bad listener, I'm gonna admit, or like just in a way I don't want it, because I'm focusing on me and like what I should say to this person. Okay, like what should my advice be, instead of just listening, instead of trying to come up with a response. I think it's important to just listen and observe. And that's what I've been telling myself these past few days, because I've kind of was smoking, but I'm not gonna lie, I was like smoking like this whole week, and it just put me in this like bad dissociation anxiety thing. And like I just had to keep reminding myself to observe what's in front of me and not focus on my thoughts, because that's not really reality. That's why they're your thoughts for a reason. It's just assumptions. They're not real. But yeah, thanks. Focus on other people, not yourself, because you would do that. But yeah, I think this video is too long because my sister's gonna make me ramen. She's making me ramen. Okay, bye. Time will heal everything.